Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase. And it does come with a fun Picatinny rail adapter so you can mount it to any standard AR-15, like all awesome accessories can be. Go to toppingtechnologies.com and click the flamethrower button to learn more and see me shoot a flamethrower. Lastly, trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, you have the last Volkswagen GTI with the stick shift being sold. A sad day in history, and perhaps someday European citizens will grow a pair, vote differently, and stop letting the European Union kneecap the economy of Germany and stop them from making these awesome marvels of engineering. Which, yeah, I want to say the odds are zero, but the odds are probably not great that will actually happen. I say that because, again, time and time again, these automotive companies directly note emissions and regulations by European Union as to why they're killing off so many iconic vehicles. Now, unfortunately, it also means they're not going to ship them here either. They're just killing them all together. Now, this comes with thanks to Motor1.com, specifically Brian, who's right over there. And they say, quote, sad, the last manual GTI, the last stick-shift Volkswagen GTI in the world was allocated to the dealership in Montana, where it sold without much fanfare, which, again, the dumbest thing you can do, not financial advice, but I think the dumbest thing you can do is buy a car as an investment. It never is. Was it last week? Someone went viral because they sold a sub 900 mile GMC SUV for $250,000 because he bought it new, never drove it. Guy was an idiot. You know why? Because instead of having that car in the garage for 32 years, if he put it in an index fund, he would have made $750,000 instead of $250,000. So he lost out on $500,000 of value by putting into a car versus the stock market. Now, again, not financial advice. I say that because when I think of this situation, I'm actually surprised no one bought it as an investment or as a collectible item, being the very last one. It almost randomly just seemed to go to Montana. Not that there's anything wrong with Montana, but I don't think about that. Well, I guess they have a lot of LLCs in terms of, registering your car there, but I don't think of them as like an automotive epicenter. And it looks like, again, it looks like a cool hot hatch. I don't think they invented it, but lots of people would say they perfected it or darn near with the cool hot hatches Volkswagen has made throughout the years. Now, he says, quote, the last manual Volkswagen GTI has been sold, and a company spokesperson confirmed to Motor One. The lucky buyer, Jamie Orr, documented the whole buying experience on TikTok, giving an up-close look at the car. Instead of doing a big tribute to say goodbye to the very last manual-equipped GTI, Volkswagen decided to let the stick shift die quietly. Which, again, they should have done something special for that. Even an extra little placard of metal or plastic on the car. But I can't think the Volkswagen company, they just not being run well these days. Well, obviously, that's why the Volkswagen brand is dying. Not the Volkswagen Group, which has cool things like Bugatti, Ducati, Porsche, and Audi, but the VW brand specifically. The CFO last year said, oh yeah, we don't think we have more than 2 years of viability before we're dead as a business, which not great. Then you want to stop making the fun cars you do sell. Not smart, but that's just me. Now, they note that it wasn't a special order deal either. It just showed up on the truck to be added to the dealer's inventory. Let's see here. See what he has to say.
This Volkswagen GTI is no different than the one made 2 days before it, a week before it, of the tens of thousands. This Volkswagen GTI is no different than the one made 2 days before.
Oh, really? I don't have the TikTok malware on my computer, so it wants me to select two objects that are the same. Actually, no, I won't do that. See if I just play it.
This Volkswagen GTI is no different than the one made 2 days before it, a week before it, of the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands made since 1976 in Wolfsburg, but it is different than every other one produced after it, because this is the last 6-speed manual gearbox GTI produced in the world. And how did it end up in Missoula Volkswagen in Missoula, Montana, 2,300 miles away from my home in Paulstown, Pennsylvania? Well, that's through factory allocation. This was not a special car. This just was one of many. But when I asked about 4 months ago, hey, where's the last manual GTI going? well, nothing really happened. And I asked about a month ago and said, really, when's it happening? It must have happened, must have been built. And we traced it down to here. It was allocated as a normal GTI allocation to Missoula Volkswagen, which is where I've come to get it.
Which, again, seems random as all hell. I just can't believe. Now, again, I'm not sure how much more over sticker it would go potentially, but I wonder if this guy's going to put it on Bring a Trailer or Cars and Bids or one of those car bid websites just because, or Barrett Jack. Yeah, shoot, even Barrett Jackson. There's something iconic about the very last of something being made. Now, again, I hope Europeans actually grow a pair and push against our oppressive government and allow cool things to be built again. Again, I'm skeptical, but I hope this isn't really the last of the GTIs with a stick shift. I really do. And again, to this guy's credit, he drove, geez Louise, tracked down the car, drove 2,300 miles from his own hometown in Pennsylvania to pick it up. Now, looks like a little disappointing. It says instead of driving it back home, he used a Volkswagen Atlas so he can tow it back, which, at least he didn't use the shipping. Lord knows there's a lot of horror stories when it comes to shipping companies, but yeah, I wouldn't trust them to. If you buy a car, I would drive it back, but that's just me. Obviously, you need a friend to drive you there to get there or fly there, but nevertheless, sad to see such an iconic vehicle coming to an end. And again, I hope this isn't really the end. And again, I know hot hatches aren't as hot as they used to be, and I'm one of the rare folks who actually does want a stick shift. I've only ever bought them. I only ever will own a stick shift or a car with 3 pedals. But let me know your thoughts, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I really appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.